Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And you know what? It's a good damn morning unless you live in Chicago. What the fuck? I guess Chicago, the internet must not reach Chicago. I guess they don't have internet and they don't have TV because everybody knows Black Lives Matter, right? That's why these fools have been burning and looting and killing and destroying, is because Black Lives Matter. Well, Chicago said, I don't give a fuck what matters. We're about to kill them all. Because over this past weekend, there were 85 shootings in Chicago. There were 85 shootings in one city. The shooting capital of the fucking earth, probably. Yeah, I said earth. 85 people shot, 24 dead. So where the fuck are the funeral tours for these 24 people? Are they going to get 3 funerals? Are they going to get 3 funerals with a star-studded list of attendees? Is Al Sharptongue going to be giving all 24 eulogies? Is Tyrese going to show the fuck up looking like a Black Panther? Is that going to happen? Are there going to be more? Are going to be 24 times the riots? Is there going to be 24 times the destruction and murder over these black lives? Hey, teacher, I know, pick me. Pick me, teacher, pick me. All right, Jericho. Fuck no, there won't. They got it all wrong. You ever tried to follow a recipe and you just don't get it right? You ever made the mistake of using salt instead of sugar? That's what just happened. You got it wrong, Chicago. You fucked up the recipe. The recipe clearly states the killer must be white or this shit ain't right. If the killer looks like you, so fucking what? Nobody cares. That happens too often. Nobody cares. 17 dead on Sunday. What? Wait a minute. Wait. 17 people murdered in one day, in one city. Now that's one thing I think Trump got wrong. You sent the National Guard and the troops to the wrong city. You should have sent them to Chicago, because that's where they need to be. Black Lives Matter. Wrong, my bad. Certain Black Lives Matter. CBLM. Obviously, they don't all matter, or people will be losing their fucking minds right now. If the world, yes, the world, you got people protesting this George Floyd shit around the world. So if the world is like this over one black guy, then man, the world is about to implode and explode at the same time. If that's even possible, I guess we're going to find out. Because if you acted like this off of one black life being snuffed out unnecessarily and too damn early, then shit's about to hit all the fans. Nope. All these activists, all these fucking celebrities, all these fake ass politicians, they're more quiet than a dead church mouse on this shit because they don't care. That lets you further know that they are full of shit because they clearly stated Black Lives Matter. That's why we're out here. Then get your ass over to Chicago. You got some overtime to put in. Because they really don't give a fuck about black lives in Chicago. They just snuffed out 24 of them in a weekend. Get over there. They need you. That's what you call a hot spot. I'm gonna post a link to an article. I don't know if it's the Chicago Tribune or whatever, but I like the article because it breaks down every single death. It tells you at this time, this part of the city, this person, this age was shot at this point on their body. It breaks down each one. And when you read it, when you read their names, when you read where they were shot, when you read how it says they were dead, pronounced dead at the scene, you're just like, what the it's crazy. At least one of them, one of the shootings was tracked by one of those gunshot finders, those microphones they have. That's technology from a war zone. They developed that technology for Iraq and Afghanistan, and they're using it in an American major city. What? That's the most deadly weekend in 60 years. Chicago said, you wait till next weekend. We're gonna blow those numbers out of the fucking water. You ain't seen nothing yet. 85 people shot in 2 days. That's more than a person an hour. Those damn EMTs need to be sponsored by Nike. They need to be sponsored by an athletic company because they're moving. Fuck a cross trainer. You need a Chicago EMT trainer. They need their own shoe. Because these people are moving and grooving. More than a shot person per hour? Shit, do they get lunch breaks? Because to me it just seems like they're constantly going from one call to the next. One dead young person to the next. I think the oldest person, I didn't read all of them. I didn't have time to read 24 stories, but I probably read half of them. And from what I read, the oldest person that was killed was 39. A few 18-year-olds in there. And they don't discriminate. That's maybe Chicago did get the message. Maybe they did get the progressive message because they shot men and women. They're all about equality in Chicago. They don't give a fuck who you are. As long as you're black, your ass will get shot. Male or female. I saw a picture the other day. There was a sign that said trans Black Lives Matter. Not in Chicago. They'll shoot your trans black ass too. Without a second thought. Where are the protests? Now they had riots in Chicago. But that was before all this. That was before a record weekend. So now, all efforts must be focused on Chicago. Because if Black Lives Matter, shit, you guys got work to do. They're hemorrhaging black lives in Chicago. They don't give a fuck. They're blasting 24/7, 365. BLM, get over there and get to work. Help these people. They haven't learned the lesson. All you guilt-ridden liberals of multicolors, get your stupid asses over to Chicago and get to work. I better see all you garbage-ass celebrities and you garbage-ass athletes talking about the NFL needs to do this and that. No, don't worry about the NFL. You got to get to Chicago. You got to be on the first thing smoking to Chicago. Shit's going down. So stop all your stupid fucking press conferences. Stop all that. Drop everything you're doing and get to Chicago. Because if Black Lives Matter, that's where you need to be. Bunch of fake ass pieces of shit. There won't be one of them there. I bet you Al Sharptongue won't touch down in Chicago. Not unless some of those killers turn up white. If some of those killers are white, Al Sharptongue will be there tonight. Get out of here with this shit, you bunch of fake ass chumps. And speaking of fake ass people, fake ass pieces of garbage, guess who's back? Shalosi. Now, if you're new to this channel, I haven't used Schelosi in a while because they haven't combined powers. But this time they have. Schelosi is what I call Pelosi and Schumer when they put their two walnut-sized brains together. You get Schelosi. So what did they do? See, I was out of town for a couple of days. We went to the Central Valley where my parents live. Check out my YouTube page under community and my Facebook page. I loaded a video. I went shooting. There's some freedom left in the Central Valley. There's freedom in them Nar Hills. I got to go shoot. There was no social distancing and no mask in there. Shit was crazy. It was like going back in time. It was like going way back to 2019. Anyway, so I was there with my family. Oh, and another thing. All this, I posted some shit on my social media because you keep seeing all this shit from these morons who are protesting and Black Lives Matter, right? Because one thing they always say is black people just don't have access. We don't have access to good nutrition. We don't have access to health care. We don't have access to education. Remember, they're saying we can't even get ID to go vote. We don't have access to the internet. What? We don't have access to the internet while these fools are Facebook live streaming, tweeting, Instagramming every minute of their fucking life. Shut up. So we don't have access, and we can't seem to get ahead because of the evil, despicable, blue-eyed devil, the white man. But it just didn't make sense to me because I was sitting in my black mother's house while her grandkids splashed in her swimming pool and her loving son sat next to her. Sounds like the American dream to me. So how does she achieve it? And my mom grew up in Baltimore. That's right. The shittiest of the shitty. So my mom came from Baltimore, joined the military, became a nurse, worked for the state government. She borrowed money to purchase homes. She has nice clothes. She's had nice cars. She has nice cars. How did she do it? How did my mom crack the fucking code? How'd she do it? Because she wasn't supposed to. She's colored. She was born with the white man's foot on her neck. How'd she do that? I don't get it. My mom achieved the American dream in her current skin. How'd that happen? Oh. See, guys, you gotta read the fine print. This is shit they don't want you to know. My mom fucking worked hard. That's what America's about. That's why people risk their fucking lives to get here. Because they know all you have to do is work hard. Still, nobody can answer this question for me. If America's so racist, how do people come here with 12 cents in their pocket, not knowing a word of fucking English, and in 10 years, they got a business, and their kids are in Ivy League schools? I'll wait. Anyway, these dummies, Schelosi and others, decided, you know what? Take my kente cloth gloves off. It's time to get serious. These rotten pieces of sloppy dog shit put on some kente cloth stoles. What does that mean? What is kente cloth? Kente cloth is traditional African. It's a traditional African print, I guess from West Africa. You know, it's mostly worn by Africans. And number one, George Floyd wasn't a fucking African. So why are you wearing kente cloth? But these dummies put these kente cloth stoles on. God, they look so stupid. I don't need to post any pictures. You've seen this shit. So they put on the kente cloth, to show solidarity. Because all these downtrodden black people need to do is look at the TV screen and see, oh, kente cloth. Shit, I get it. Kids, come out here. Hey, gangbangers. They got kente cloth on. Put the guns down. Hey, Chicago, kente cloth. It's over. Stop killing. They're wearing kente. The fuck out of here. So these dumb pieces of shit wear their pandering uniforms. Like, do I look good? Do I look good? The tag was still on that shit, so they can return it after that photo op. So these fools wearing kente cloth and they take a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds because that's how long the cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck. Now, you know those old decrepit artifacts had a hard time getting up after kneeling for damn near 9 minutes. You know Shalosi stood up. That bitch must have had dust and sand coming out of her joints, as old as she is. You shouldn't be kneeling that long. All the cracking and popping you must have heard when these old bastards stood up. What else do you need to know? Democrats, people who vote Democrat and support these pieces of shit, what else do you need to know? You know why they do shit like this? You know why they say I got the hot sauce in my purse? You know why they say shit like that? You know why they put on the kente cloth? Because it works. How stupid would it look if some black politicians got up there wearing some fucking, what is it, Dutch? Where they got the little ear things and the wooden shoes? If they came dressed like that, how stupid would they look? And another thing I don't like is people who are mad at him saying that it's cultural appropriation. There's no such thing. This is America, you dumbass. America is cultural appropriation. We borrow from each other. We come to the table. There's things you like from every racial group. You ever ate Chinese food, Italian food, Japanese food? We share. There's no such thing as cultural appropriation. We all have things in our culture that are nice, that are good, that are fun. So we borrow, we trade, so what? Cultural appropriation. What about insulting, pandering? I couldn't believe that shit. How stupid do they look? And how stupid do they think? No. How stupid do they know you are? Because they would only do something like that because it works. Now, aside from that, aside from their destructive policies, you're still gonna vote for them. The fuck? Do you not realize? And everybody who looks at that is like, I don't see a problem with it. Guess what you are? All you people out there protesting because Black Lives Matter, you're racist. Yes, I'm gonna say it to you. You're fucking racist. To think somebody can't do something solely based on their race is what? Exactly. So all you people feeling virtuous and with your stupid fucking signs and you're embracing, oh, come here, I love black people. All you motherfuckers, you're racist. All the people you're out there protesting against and you think are different than you, no, you're racist. No, you don't ride in the back of a fucking dually saying, not my sister, you black bastard. You don't wear a white hood and have a swastika, but you're still a fucking racist. Because you think I can't get along in life, I can't make it, I'm somehow without access to the things you have simply because the color of my skin. That makes you a grade A, organic, free range, 100% racist. It's okay. Be who you are, that's fine. You don't have to change. Be who you are, that's the problem. Just be who you are. And if you're a fucking racist, that's who you are. Because I don't know what your stupid protests are going to do for anybody. I don't see how you waving around some stupid sign you made in 20 minutes is going to help some kid get an education and get the fuck out of the hood. Why don't you donate a laptop? Why don't you donate to a fucking grant, a scholarship fund? Education and family is the only way out, not your fake sympathy. Not your fake ass sympathy that you dusted off and took out of the closet 2 months ago, a month ago, whenever George Floyd got killed. You didn't give a fuck before then, and you're not gonna give a fuck after. This is a fad. This is fashionable. This is hashtag material. It too shall pass. Look at the coronavirus. That took a backseat. A pandemic. A threat to our very existence took a back seat to a fake-ass racial situation. So you best believe this shit will pass. We'll see how many of you are still marching, still hashtagging, still posting your black screens, still posting your stupid multicolored hands, grabbing each other's wrist in a circle. We'll see how many of you keep posting we need to recognize our white privilege. Shut the fuck up. There's only one form of white privilege. The privilege to not have the same opinion as other people your color without being ridiculed and called a race traitor. That's the only white privilege. That's the one thing whites have over colored people. Because if you're colored and you go against the script, you're all kinds of coconuts and Oreos and shit. But if you're white, well, we just disagree. That's white privilege. Now, I don't have to fear the cops. I don't fear the fucking cops either. When I see them, I wave. But I done pulled up to the damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Just $1.29. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.